Reports of violent crime on the rise in some cities in California, Los Angeles and San Francisco in particular, as some are blaming early release laws from prison meant to cut the prison population. Well, William Jeunesse is looking into this in the report for more on that in L.A. William, what you find out?
Well, Bill, more than a dozen states are considering similar plans to save money. Problem is, and California's warning to others is, prison reform doesn't work unless you actually reform those getting out.
Enough is enough. You're passing these propositions, you're creating these laws that is raising crime.
Like a dozen other states, California is trying prison reform.
This is Governor Jerry Brown. Vote for Proposition 57. It saves money and reduces crime.
Last year, Governor Brown sold voters on Prop 57, which mandated the early release of supposed nonviolent offenders. Critics have heard it before.
The most recent statistics from the U.S. Department of Justice show that violent crime rates in some California cities has increased by over 50%.
Prosecutors say measures to reduce the prison population by releasing nonviolent offenders early and making some felonies misdemeanors has backfired.
It's not good for our communities and it's not good for our officers.
Chief Jeff Piper blames prison reform for the death of Officer Keith Boyer. Under the old law, his killer would have been behind bars for violating the terms of his release 4 times.
They should have called them releasing violent felons into your community early and without supervision, but no one would have voted for them based on that.
The link between incarceration and crime is not nearly as strong as many people believe it is.
Advocates say reform works when states invest in alternatives.
New York and New Jersey have reduced their prison populations 25% in the last decade, and they've seen crime rates decline.
So the criticism here is, number one, the state considers inmates nonviolent if their current offense is nonviolent. It ignores violent felony priors, Bill. And number two, inmates who violate their probation or parole are not going back to prison, but only jail. Police say that's no deterrent. So some lawmakers want to reform the reforms. So actually we get safer streets.
Wow,
back to you.
A changing situation for certain. Thank you. William Jeunesse there, live in Los Angeles. Nice to see you.